What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Lollipop Chainsaw Remaster yet again. Talk about what's going on with it, and is this a candidate to be shown off in the next couple weeks? And I think the answer kind of needs to be yes. If the answer is no, then I think something is going on behind the scenes that we also need to talk about, right? So to catch people up, and I don't really even know how many people in the wider sphere of things know about this game. I think more and more people are finding out, but this was a very, very odd game back in the day. I remember actually renting this game. I never owned it, and God, I wish I did, because this game is actually quite rare even nowadays. It goes, it's a pretty penny basically to get it physically. I think it's a pretty darn good game. It's a messier game, like it's definitely got its issues, but I feel like it found its place. And originally, it was going to get a remake. It was called a remake. That was the idea from the development team, and they made the announcement that it's actually going to be a remaster. It's one of the only games I've ever heard in my life doing this coverage stuff that I do, switching from a remake to a remaster, or from a remaster to a remake. You just don't really see that all that often. Anyway, we fast forward to now. The last we heard about this game was that this game was actually going to come out in this summer of 2024. It was actually delayed. Originally, it was supposed to come out last year, and we've gotten info here and there. Like, we know about some of the new features or some of the things, they're going to be adding to this game. Sounds pretty cool. It definitely, besides, there's a few things that they're not including from the original, which is a little troubling, but beyond that, it seems like it might be the best version of this game, and definitely more modernized in the field maybe of like the gameplay, trying to get it out there to a wider audience that maybe would accept it more now, because this game was more of like a niche game that didn't do like outstandingly well with sales or even like reception. It was kind of a middling game, so I get why they would do some of the stuff, okay? That pretty much catches you up. Like, the last we heard about, I think, was in the beginning of this month, actually, beginning of May. They talked about that there is going to be a physical release, which I'm really happy whenever games do that. For a game like this, I just mentioned, you go back, you try to get this game on Xbox 360 or PS3, and you tell me how much it costs you. It costs a pretty penny. So to be able to do a new version, yes, it's not the original, and maybe that makes the original go up even higher, but to have this, come out physically is a pretty good thing. So I'm happy about that announcement, and we heard about that again. I think May 3rd was maybe the date that news was going around, and the release has not been changed. So in terms of that part of the video, rather short. I really hope we see it in the next couple weeks. Now, I tried to check, like, okay, is the publisher on the list of Jeff Keighley, for Summer Game Fest? They're actually not. So that doesn't mean it can't be there. Doesn't mean that the publisher isn't announced, because that was round one, right? The studios that are announced to be at Summer Game Fest, that's the first wave. There's like a second wave coming. It's possible it's there. I do feel like it fits a Summer Game Fest because it's a somewhat recognizable name. It's not too big. It's not too small. We know about it, but I guess how many people actually really do know about it? And it's supposed to come out this summer. I mean, you can stretch the summer till September. I think that's kind of weird, but sometimes publishers will do that. I mean, really, it's June, July, August. I find it very hard to believe it's going to release in June. In fact, I think it's not going to release in June. So you're dealing with July or August, and that's right around the corner. So to what I said in the beginning, the thing that I am getting worried about is if you don't talk about it, if you don't show, and I mean, talking about, like, saying on Twitter, right, and even the drip feed kind of things we've been getting on the news of this game, that's one thing. But like putting it out there, right, like with a big trailer, a big kind of re-reveal, because you've already done it once, but maybe people didn't get the memo. The game's coming out, it's supposed to come out in the next couple months. So if you're not going to do it, or that's not the plan, is to announce it in the next 2 weeks at the PlayStation show, the Xbox show, it's not going to be a Ubisoft, but pick your favorite show, right, and hope that it's there. If it's not there, is this game delayed? And it wouldn't shock me if it was delayed. It's already been delayed at least one time that we know of. And it's not the end of the world. Like, if it comes out in July or August, and I guess versus maybe if it gets delayed, comes out October, November, is it the biggest deal in the world? No, but I'd like to hear about it. So just want to kind of throw it out there. Will it into existence, over the next couple of weeks? Let's see if we get this thing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.